called in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some beer money.
Bucks
And brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
and
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. So, Nick,
Hey,
this is one of our favorite episodes of the year.
it is.
Before we get into that, though, what do we start with now?
So as always, guys, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you listening. It's my goal for next year not to miss one of those, which we missed quite a bit this year.
Yeah, we were not on the top of our game when it comes to promoting ourselves out here, but we'll do better. We can always do better with things, right?
I'm hoping.
So it's year in review time. It's early on a Monday morning while Nick dies.
Yeah.
Nick's getting over being sick.
Speaking of that, yeah. So we'll start out with what I'm having fun for
Yes.
drink.
What are you
because-
drinking?
Well, I'm drinking some City of Byron Center tap water because, as you can hear a little bit, and you'll hear it through the episode, I got a little cough still, and so I'm just trying to slowly make sure I take care of myself a little bit to get fully healthy.
I mean, you have to do that.
So, what do you got this morning? You're the one holding this up.
I definitely am. So I have starting with a cookie exchange milk stout from Great Lakes Brewing,
There you go.
which I have not tasted yet, but you have.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to Banana Bread Beer, formerly Wells Brewing, but now is Eagle Brewery.
Yeah, in a can too.
In a can.
So it used to all be bottles only.
It did. And then I will finish up with a Lime Garage Beer.
Perfect.
My wife is here and she has checks.
And pencils.
Sweet. And pencil.
So
That's exciting.
fun, quick tip for everybody. If your key doesn't seem to find the keyway very easily, you can go get graphite spray, or you can attempt to take a graphite pencil, use the tip
Shavings.
of it, and rub it all around it. That'll lube up the key, and hopefully that'll get it into the keyway a little bit better. So when we're done with this episode, that's my goal with the building here.
So we have something exciting to announce.
Yeah.
By the way, this is delicious.
Yes, it is.
So we're doing a competition here. I think we did announce this last episode,
Yeah.
but we're doing a competition here for the start of the year. If you are, maybe we didn't, maybe I just did it on TikTok.
I don't know.
If you are a listener and you want to get involved in this, you just need to email bucksandbrewsllc@gmail.com. You will not win the trophy because I'm not mailing our trophy out.
Yeah.
But you will win Bucks and Brews swag, which who doesn't want Bucks and Brews swag?
Say.
We will put together a nice swag package for you if you're a listener and you want to get in on this. It'll be awesome. For those of around here that are super listeners that live in the area, which I'm thinking Jeremiah specifically, and contributors
Yep.
for Bucks and Brews, we have made a little trophy, which you probably can't see what it says, but it says Bucks and Brews Quarterly Champion. So the first quarter this year, January 1 through March 31, we are going to have a competition. And we are each going to pick a stock. And whichever stock has the highest percentage jump in that quarter will get to bragging rights and to win that trophy for 3 months. And then
There we
we'll
go.
figure out a new
Competition.
for the next quarter.
Yep.
So I know these are the people I know who are in it. Me and you.
Yep.
The eye candy, Mr. Michael Benson.
Okay.
The professor, David Seawick. Jim Lowry, longtime contributor. Ummer's back around. He just sent me a stock pick.
There we go.
Jeremiah's going to send you his.
Hopefully.
Ring. My mom's in.
Oh, ring.
So I asked Caitlin if she wanted to do it. I haven't really heard back.
Yeah.
I told her it might be something to do where she can learn a little bit more. So we'll see. I sent it out to some of our other listeners and stuff.
I don't even remember what I picked.
I do.
Yeah, of course you have it all written down, but I was like,
We can actually announce some of our picks
we could.
if you would like. So let's just announce mine and yours.
Yeah.
So I looked at Ummer just sent me his. I went with something that I felt was kind of recession proof.
Okay.
I picked Kroger.
Oh, there you go.
because the merger is now off the table. Them and Albertsons are done.
Yep.
So I don't have to worry about, any of that stuff. And Kroger's like the number 1 or 2 grocery chain in the nation.
Yep.
And groceries, everybody's got to have food. It's pretty recession proof. So I figured, okay, if shit really goes sideways at the beginning of the next presidency,
Yep.
that one should help me. Do you want to know what you picked?
Yeah.
You picked Nvidia,
Oh, I did. That's right.
which is a phenomenal stock. It's been very volatile lately.
Yep.
And I mean, if the tariffs hit, that could not be good for you.
That's okay. I knew I went with full risk.
Yeah, you did.
Trust me. I was like, you know what? We're gonna play this game. It's gonna be really fun. And because I figured my first one I was gonna go Gusto because I do remember like looking and I was like, oh, what's gonna be really fun that's going crazy and yeah. So when it starts officially the first?
The first, which
Okay.
the market's closed.
Yep.
So it will start the first, but we won't see any movement that day.
Yep. But at least I'll know my number because like
Correct.
currently it's down.
But that's good for you. It needs to
I'm
keep
hoping-
going down.
Yeah,
for
say
you.
I want that thing to crash. No.
If it can go down, well, I don't want it to crash. I own
Oh,
Nvidia,
do you really? Yeah.
but I would love to see you win because if it goes up, that means I'm making more money.
Yeah. So that'll be good.
So
Right.
yeah, we have stock picks in from those people. Again, if you want to get involved, even if you're a little late to the party, just email us bucksandbrews bucksandbrewsllc@gmail.com and we'll get you in the competition and it should be a lot of fun.
I'm hoping.
We love competition here. We're gamblers.
Oh gosh, yes.
So anytime we can throw some competition in, you and I are happy guys.
Yep.
And we love to make it interactive for the audience.
Let's say, and trust me, I'm a very, very sore winner.
Yes.
Okay. When I win, I will be gloating. That thing will be taking pictures everywhere I go. Right. And people are gonna look at me at random bars and be like, what the fuck is that? And I'll be like, don't worry. First place championship. Just like the ring, right?
You know-
Say first place championship.
You know what I love about our relationship?
What's that?
When your team's doing good and kicking the shit out of my team, or when my team's doing good and kicking the shit out of your team, we never gloat
Right.
because we know how the other end feels.
Yep.
And I don't want to make you feel like Lions are doing great this year.
Knock on wood.
If they lose in the playoffs,
Yep.
you will not hear a fucking peep out of me. I will not say a fucking thing
I'll be the first one.
because I know how disappointing and gut wrenching that is.
Yep.
So I will never sit there and go, ha, the Lions lost. I will never fucking do that. I might do that to a Packers fan
Right.
because fuck the Packers, but I would never do that to you.
Especially after yesterday. Dicks. I'll say.
I was honestly rooting for Minnesota because I really want something to play for next Sunday because I have nothing to watch.
Yeah.
Like the Bears are fucking miserable. I don't even want to watch the games, and most of the time it's on. I'm not paying any attention. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So that gives me something to actually look forward to. I mean, that's going to be high implications in the last game of the season.
Yep. And I watched no football this weekend. Just busy doing Christmas stuff and all that. But like, and again,
Yeah, but your game's on
my
tonight.
Lions don't play tonight.
Yeah.
So, I'll definitely hop on and watch. And if it gets boring, I just won't. Because I said I've learned that I don't need to be so frustrated and mad about things. Right? Doesn't impact my life. Just gives me pride.
I've gotten better at that over the years. Like I get mad when the Bears lose, but it's fleeting now.
Yeah.
Whereas I used to be mad for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that anymore.
And that's my problem was, man, because Lions sucked forever.
Yeah.
And so we had 1:00 games all the time. It's all we ever fucking had with 1:00 games,
Mhm.
right? And so I started noticing, right? I mean, I'm watching a 1:00 game that makes me in a shitty mood all the way from 1 to 4.
Mhm.
Sure, you get your hopes up right at the end, but then we fail or do whatever. And then it would just ruin my entire Sunday, right? And
Yeah.
I still have, from 8 more hours of it, right? And it would make me not be a good human being. And
Mhm.
then I finally realized, like, yes, I can have a team, but I don't need to give a shit, right? The Tigers making their big playoff thing. It's huge for me. I absolutely like, right? I mean, I'm a Tigers fan and through, but at the end of the day, hey, I think the big thing was for them getting my heart broken versus San Francisco when we got fucking swept, right? I mean, I was the first person in line, went to the Whitecaps for
Was that like 2013?
something like that, yeah. The watch party and all that, right? I'm sitting here watching this whole thing, and I'm making sure we're watching every fucking pitch of every game, and then I'll just, wow, all right. I literally accomplished nothing with my life.
Mhm.
And so that, kind of there's certain things that happen to me in weird ways that doesn't happen to other people, right? Gambling. I love to gamble. I mean, I gamble more.
Mhm.
I'm going gambling on the 15th, right? I have set dates of when I'm gambling. Maybe it's the 16th this month. My buddy's coming into town. We found a game that we like. It's over at in Battle Creek.
Sure.
We're gonna go play. But
Fire Creepers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. I remember I owned like 3 properties. I was pretty young, so I got really lucky.
Mhm.
Back then I used to gamble. I'd take $100, 20 for food, 20 for gas, and I'd gamble $60, which doesn't sound like a crazy thing, but back then, money was a heck of a lot different for me. Um, Walked in and here I was 3 houses in, and let's just call it $300,000 in debt, right? And I looked up and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go win this. And it was like $86,000 jackpot. And I looked at it and I said, fuck man, that doesn't change my life. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything for me. It just eliminates a little bit of debt. Like, doesn't do anything. And so I was like, I need to be here just for fun. I need to do it because I enjoy. And since then, I mean, really, so it was a great thing that happened to me in a weird way, right? But now, I mean, now I walk into the casino. It's funny because people, you guys will say, "Oh, hey, Nick, blah blah." No, Nick is just having fun, strictly here for fun. When I go to on the cruise, I love single deck blackjack.
Yeah.
I just had fun, right? That's all it was to me. I got into a fucking slot tournament on the fucking cruise just because
It was fun.
$20. I don't give a fuck or whatever it might have been. I was like, man, fuck it. Like button mash. I don't give a shit. Like really, it sounds weird. I don't care. And yeah, I want to win, but I don't. I never do, and so I'm used to it, right? I mean, we made the joke about my scratch tickets last night. Every year my mom gets scratch tickets, and
During that.
everybody gets right. Everybody gets them, and every year I've never won, ever, right? Everybody else always wins. My daughter usually she won. She was pissed. She only won like $9 or something.
$9 fucking dollars.
Right, like you fucking didn't even
You
pay
did
for
nothing
them.
for this.
Right, like you're like, and of course, like everybody, all the other 5 people that were there won at least $5,
Mhm.
and I won nothing. Right, and it's funny because it's every year this happens to me. But like to go back to my gambling issues, um, I have to play till I win, right? At least something. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the gas station and I'll just I'll buy $2 tickets one at a time until I win my $2 back or something, right? Like I have to feel a victory. And sure, so I'll spend 10, $12 and win two, so I'm down 10. I don't care. But that being said, like I look at my brother and he ended up winning 2 bags, so he had 2 sets of tickets. So I was like, hey, give me one. So I scratched his, and I ended up winning him $10. And I was like, of course, go fucking figure, So he won. He won off the. So I got to scratch a winning ticket, so I didn't have to go to the gas station to continue to play. So uh, I have to. I don't know. I have to play like with pull tabs.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who bets like $1 at a time. I'll just put $1 hit. No, hit. No, it, and I'll play until I hit that. Pull tabs are a little different. Usually they're in order. Like 1 out of 5 will hit or whatever. So I just play until I hit that one, and then I just don't play because I know that the next winner isn't until 5 down. So if
Right.
I go play again, I know I'm playing at least 5 more or whatever till I win.
Right.
So yeah,
So I'm going to be a little cryptic about this.
Yeah.
'cause Of course, we'll get into your interview in a minute. So I'm going for promotion award,
yeah,
and you and I have sat here and talked about it. There's a number in my head that I will take for this job, but I won't go below that number
yep,
because, like right now, if I want to work 6 to 2, I can work 6 to 2.
Yep.
We're basically a 2-person department. Christy works like 9 to 6.
yeah,
So we're covered an entire day from 6 to 6
Right.
every day. So I have that ability.
Yep.
If I go get this promotion, I'm working 9 to 5 every day. There's no
Yeah.
getting out at 2.
which sucks.
I mean, that just doesn't happen.
and I mean that guarantees you're not coaching. That guarantees you're-
Yeah, it guarantees I'm not coaching. I can't get to break room before 5:30 or 6.
Yep.
There are a lot of things I'm going to be giving up in my life to take this. So there's a number in my head,
yeah,
and it's not the low end of the number.
right,
So, I played the game of, all right, what if this, what if that? And I have a feeling I know other people that might go for it,
Okay.
and they're willing to take less than I am.
oh yeah,
And if that's the decision the company wants to make, that's fine.
Yep.
Because in my mind, here's the deal. This is what I'm willing to do.
Yep.
And I know what I'm giving up to do that. And you have to know those things. So, I mean, whether you're talking about gambling or work or your fandom,
Yep.
you have to know what you're willing to give up for whatever you're receiving.
Yep.
You know, you and I are huge sports fans. Do the Detroit Lions or the Chicago Bears give an honest shit about either one of us?
No, they have no idea who the hell we are.
No. And they don't fucking care.
Nope.
If we spend our money, if we don't spend our money, they don't give a shit because somebody's going to spend their money.
Yep.
So the people that run around and they're like, oh, we kicked your ass. No, we didn't kick anybody's ass. We are not part of the fucking equation.
Right.
I don't draw a check from the Chicago Bears. They don't give me anything for fucking free. There is no we.
Right. I think I've gotten more stuff from the Chicago Cubs, and excuse me, the White Sox than I have any other sports team.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I happen to be in Chicago quite often, and then I go to Comic-Con,
Yeah.
and they always have a
They
booth there.
always have a booth and give away free shit.
Yeah, and so right, like I end up with a fucking pendulum or a beanie or a bandana, so and God, you just walk into a White Sox thing and they're giving away something. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, no, I mean, I really think I have more White Sox. I probably don't even have it, but like, right, I've
You've
gotten
gotten more.
more from the White Sox than I've gotten from any other team that's out there.
Yeah, and you're not a White Sox fan.
No, no, mm-mm. And like, but now, I mean, I'll have conversations. I ran into a guy at the mall yesterday who's wearing a White Sox thing, and I was like, "Oh, still wearing the hat with pride. Good for you." I was like, "Man, rough season," but just starts conversation and stuff. And
Well, the worst part for me is Chicago is such a great sports town.
Yeah.
And it's just been so fucking shitty the last few years. The teams are just awful. Go ahead.
Yep.
The teams are just awful. It's awful to watch. The only team that's halfway decent is the Cubs, and their ass. The Bears have given the city nothing to root for. The Hawks are down. The Bulls have been down since Jordan retired the second time. The White Sox are the worst team that's ever played baseball according to the record. So I mean, there's not a lot to root for Chicago fans, and Detroit fans can relate because the Red Wings haven't done anything in years. The Pistons haven't done anything in years. The Tigers have fleeting moments of success, but haven't brought home a title since '84. And the Lions, up until last year, hadn't won a playoff game since 1991, which was before my daughter was born and Nick was 4. So, I mean, it's hard when you grow up in these, or grow up as a fan of these, big, strong cities, and their teams are just ass. And it makes it hard to continue to root for them. Nick and I were having the conversation the other day because I saw some bullshit article that Elon Musk is a favorite to buy the Bears. I'm like, if that motherfucker buys the Bears, my fandom's done. I will not root for anything that asshole does. Because I am not an Elon Musk fan, and I don't support billionaires. Nick is having a coughing fit right now because he feels like shit.
oh, sorry. I say my mornings are always rough, right? I mean, when you lay down, all that congestion just stays.
Yeah.
And so
It like gathers in your throat.
yeah, and so I've been up for quite a while. I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, which everybody sleeping really is sleeping into me.
Yeah.
But I didn't go to bed till like 1:30. I'm taking a decongestant. Like I was up for 40 hours because I couldn't breathe and all that. My buddy gave me some Mucinex D. Shout out to them. Gosh, oh my goodness,
Does that help?
dude? We were at their house till late. Whatever day it was, Thursday into Friday, something like that. They were like, we'll just take the kid. You guys go home, get some sleep. I took this because I was sitting at his table, and he's like, here, try this. And as I'm sitting there, I was like, holy shit, like everything just opened up. Like I was like, I can breathe, and I was having a good time drinking
Yeah.
a little bit. And I passed out from like 1 o'clock till we had to get the kid by 11. We didn't set alarms or anything. I think I got up at like 10:50 something. Dude, like me, I mean, when's the last time you ever heard of me sleeping
Yeah.
until like, I mean, normally 5, 6, 7 o'clock, that's, 7 o'clock's a really good sleep in for me
Yeah.
kind of a thing. But dude, so the past few nights I've been, taking this medicine, trying to get some sleep, and it's really helping. So, but it makes for really, really rough mornings because everything is just stuck there. So, and then when it opens up, it becomes a floodgate for me.
So, Christmas.
Yeah.
You know the best part about Christmas for me?
Yeah.
So we're watching the first football game. I think it was Kansas City and somebody. I don't know. I don't give a shit. and I was getting really tired towards the end of it. And Mike was getting a little tired, and Caitlin was getting ready to go home. And Dawn's like, I think I might go down to the casino and play my free play. I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna lay down.
Yeah.
It's like 4. So I go lay down. She goes to the casino, everybody leaves. And what are you listening for?
No, sorry. I thought I heard some raised voices.
No,
So,
she just talks loud like
yeah,
me.
sorry.
So I go lay down. Dawn won a good amount of money at the casino that night,
Nice.
$200.
There you go.
And she started freaking out because she's texting me at like 6:15, and I'm not answering. I'm
Yeah.
not even reading it.
Oh, you took a mean nap.
I died.
Yeah.
I literally died. She walked in the door at like, I'm gonna say 7:25. I'd been up for 5 minutes. I slept for over 3 hours.
I was up all of Christmas Eve into Christmas, and
Mhm.
then, my daughter finally got up around 7:30, 8 o'clock or so,
Okay.
and I was up, and I played it off like I hadn't been up, and I was like, oh yeah, say, I just got up, let's get some breakfast. My mom canceled because my brother got sick.
Yep.
So my family has never had anything not to do on Christmas. So
Mhm.
my wife made a huge breakfast for us, excuse me. And right, I mean, my favorites, right? She makes a great sausage gravy. So I had biscuits gravy, topped it with some eggs, thick cut bacon. I had a dream breakfast. And then we're kind of just shooting the shit and sitting around, and I was like, I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit. And I slept from like 11 to 3, got up. They were bumming on the couch, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go back to bed. And I got up at like 6:30, man. I slept all of Christmas, right?
It was
Um,
great though, wasn't it?
It was nice. I say, shout out to all of our TV shows that are out there. I've officially finished Landman. I finished Lioness. I finished another show I was watching, right? So, but
I don't know what any of those are.
oh, sir,
We'll have to talk
we'll
TV
do a whole
shows.
nother episode on that. But
Have you watched any of the Star Trek for
no, Tribs, no.
Cribs?
But that being said,
Yeah.
my brother for Christmas got my wife and my daughter a random T-shirt from Comic-Con here in Grand Rapids, and they're nerd-based Michigan things.
Mhm.
So my daughter gets this. It's got the Upper Peninsula and then the Star Trek logo
Yeah.
as the Lower Peninsula, and on the front and the back, and then it says something. And so yeah, my daughter has a Star Trek shirt now. So that'll make Tribs a little happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, dude, this year was a weird year, a fun year.
It was. We did not do as many episodes as we typically do.
Oh.
So I don't think this will be any shorter of a year in review though.
No, gosh.
So let's kick it off with our first episode of the year, which was January 16th of this year. Do you get a bonus?
Mm,
So we talked about bonuses. This came up again recently because I saw a Reddit post about a healthcare company here in the area. And what did you get for a bonus?
Yep.
They got cookies.
Yep.
4 cookies.
Yep. That's say it's funny. My wife, they all got something, and then one of her colleagues that works in Kalamazoo
Mhm.
got 2 packages of 2 cookies,
That-
and I from a company that's local as well, and so I was like, oh, hey, I know that company. I thought that was funny. So, yeah, I say it just bonuses. Oh, actually, you know what? I have to give a shout out. First time ever in my career,
Mhm.
16 years, 15 years of being a landlord, I officially got a gift from a tenant.
Really?
Yep.
What'd you get?
It was very nice. It was oh man, I'm so sorry. Help me with the foil wrapped truffle things that are
Oh, lint?
no, no. They're like anyway, they're usually in gold wrappers or whatever, and then they're stacked in like a pyramid or things like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking. But anyway, they're like a wafer on yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it was some chocolates or whatever.
Yeah.
It said to Nick. It did let's just say her name's Jennifer. Well, she wrote, to Nick and family from Jen. Fuck, I don't know any Jens, like, you know, and it was weird because like my wife knows I'll never cheat on her, you know, have anything. I'm like, I just don't know any gens or whatever it might be. And so I go through my phone. I was like, well, maybe it was this person. So I texted that person. I was like, hey, did you leave a gift in my mailbox? Oh yes, hey, have a great holiday. Thank you. That was so nice of you. Thank you so much. Come to find out there was a card apparently in there as well. And I just didn't read, but I was like, I told my wife, I was like, I've never had to feel like I've had to uh tell, like I don't know why I had self-confidence issues
Yeah.
or something because it's just not something I do and not something I think
Mhm.
about. It's just, I guess just when I was like, if it would have been, hey, from David or from whoever, I would have just been like, thank you, it's another gift, like I would have, hey, that was very nice of you, type of a thing. But being just a woman name type of a thing was a little, and I guess because I've never gotten a gift from a tenant, right? Like,
I mean, again, you and I have said this before. It's nice to be thought of.
dude, it was so nice. I'd say, Ferrero Rochers, is that,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, there you go, those things.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
nice.
so I got, and different variety,
Yeah.
a nice pack, and so yeah, my family will indulge in those and we'll enjoy them. So, really exciting to get those. But
So, do you remember much about do you get a bonus? I remember probably a lot of complaining, and most
Yeah.
people we know don't get bonuses.
yeah, say most people don't, and we talk. I say, difference between a sign-on bonus and an end-of-year bonus, right? I remember we talked about like what I used to get from Gentex back
Yeah.
in the day. So Thanksgiving and Christmas, um, they would just give us our bonus early. So it's still the bonus I already earned. So
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just kind of been phased out. And it's unfortunate because you look at a lot of corporations and they're turning record profits.
mhm.
And I struggle with this greatly because I am a leftist. Um, you have these poor people that stand up for billionaires.
Mhm.
And I don't fucking understand that because you're one check away from being homeless, not from being a fucking billionaire or millionaire or even a 100,000aire. You're no fucking where near that.
Oh, dude, I have a guy who wears a pro Trump hat,
Mhm.
um, and goes on Facebook and asks for cans.
Because he has no fucking money.
Right,
You voted against yourself, idiot.
right. Like it just, I give my guys bonuses whenever little bits here and there when they need it, type of a thing. Uh, I don't have a set bonus standard. I don't have a bonus thing. Like yeah, but one of them was going through some medical stuff. Boom, here. One of them needed some money for their car, right? And here you go. And that was the bonus that kind of was given, right? Don't get me wrong, the car's supposed to be paid back, so it's not a bonus. It's just here, I'm gonna save you for whatever, but we know that that's not coming back. Let's be
Mhm.
honest with each other. So,
Well, even like the business here, we give a bonus every year.
yeah,
We're not going to break even this year.
yeah,
Sales have been down. Even though we've cut a lot of bills, we're still not where we need to be.
right,
We still gave out a small bonus. It was small, but it was a little extra to say, hey, we really appreciate you guys.
yep, something,
And again, one of us works here for free. I work for free.
right. Did you get a bonus?
No.
Huh.
You know what my bonus is? I get to sell my 3D shit downstairs. That's my bonus.
Yeah.
I get to have a podcasting room upstairs. That's
Right.
my bonus.
So yeah, no, I always love this room.
So we're probably going to stick around here for another year or two.
Yep.
Because we're not going to have the money for a build out. We're just not. We don't know where the economy is going. We're too apprehensive.
Yep.
And one of the things I like about the fact that we're going to be here is I have a podcasting room. I don't have to try and figure that out at a new place.
Yep.
And it's close. I mean, not for you, but it's close for me.
Close enough though. I mean,
Yeah. It's not like we're driving a half hour, 45 minutes to go
That's it.
throw a podcast down.
Yep.
So year in review, not overly memorable, but it was a good episode. I mean, every episode we do, we think is good.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be honest if we think it sucks. The really shitty ones, we just don't post.
Right.
You have to catch those live on Twitch. If you don't, it's not coming back. Why is the U.S. a good place to live? You actually had an answer for this the other day.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
I didn't figure you did. So we discussed it because Nick is always championing that it's a great country, which you may have soured on a little bit.
Yeah.
Nick still has a lot of national pride. I have much less. And again, a lot of my issues is just how fucking stupid this country is, and that's not a opinion. You know, when you look at the statistics, 25% of the nation is functionally illiterate.
Yep.
You know, 35 to 40% of the nation can't read at a higher than a 6th grade level. That's fucking ridiculous. You people are stupid.
I fall into that category, right?
Yeah, you're
I mean,
reading and shit, but you're smart. You're just reading is
does
not
fine. No, reading does fine. Comprehension's not great, but my writing
Writing is
ability
awful.
Fucking.
You have to decipher what you post on Facebook because you're spelling shit wrong constantly.
And people will call me out, and I'll just go and fix it, and I'm used to it now, right?
Yeah.
Like I figure, hell, now, so I stopped trying, right?
Yeah.
And so I just figure somebody's gonna fucking laugh or say something, and then they'll do it, and I'll go, cool. I have free editors.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And then, of course, right now my friends are starting to go in, and you can see that the edit has happened, and they'll take a screenshot and be like, "Oh, this is what you originally wrote." I don't give a fuck, dude. Yeah, like the thing about me is I'm not afraid to admit I make mistakes.
Mhm.
The one thing about me is I will try my best to fix my mistakes, and that's like I asked myself, I was like, man, why does this bother me? And I was like, man. So I looked at it and again. I have free editors, and I'm willing to fix my mistakes. What the fuck do I care? Most people in this world will never fix their mistakes or admit to it. And me, yeah, you know what? That's a mistake I made. I misspelled something. I used the wrong there. I used the wrong to or whatever it might be. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know the right one? Awesome. Thank you. Boom, click, click, done. Right? Like, that happens to me. I actually it happened because I wrote everybody else won, and it came out as ONE.
Mhm.
And this morning I was reading it, and they're talking about my scratch tickets, and I was like, oh, WON, my bad. Like, it must have been voice to text or something like that, and it misheard me or something. So I was like, cool. I just went and fixed it. I don't give a shit. Like,
I had shared a TikTok with you yesterday.
yeah,
This girl that had a graduate level psychology class. You know what I'm talking about? I'll keep
well,
talking.
yeah.
And they came in for their final.
Love that video. Yes.
Phenomenal. They come in for their final, and everybody's worried about the final and shit. And the professor goes, listen, if you can vote unanimously, I will give everybody a 93% on their final.
95, yeah.
Or was it 95?
Yeah.
But you have to vote unanimously. So they did the vote like 5 or 6 times, and there were always, we're going to say like 15 people that held out and voted no. And the reason given the most,
They gave 4 reasons, right? One was like,
I think I can do better.
I can do better. I don't remember the other one. And then the other one was, I don't want other people to have the same thing that I have
Right.
because I studied and they didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So literally, you're willing to hurt yourself to hurt somebody else. And that's literally the dichotomy of what this country has become.
Dude, everything. People want fairness, but you have to realize that life's not going to be fair.
No.
And it's something that your parents always say, but nobody ever gets.
You and I talk about this all the time.
Mhm.
We're coaches.
Mhm.
When you walk on a lane and it's game time, are you friends with the other team? The other coach?
No.
Are you having a great time and drinking beer together and hey, everything's hunky dory? I'm going to help you.
No, I usually help and I usually conversate, because I'll just say, hey, man, I did it this past my boys bowled the tournament the
Yep.
27th. I felt like crap. And they're like, oh, one mom comes from the stands and it's like, hey, I don't think he's lined up in the right spot, blah, blah, blah. The coach he's a smart coach and good guy.
Mhm.
Gosh, that kid would be great if he just stayed under the ball a little bit, Yep, that's what we're, so we'll agree upon things. And, sometimes that's nice to have. So, my boys dominated the entire thing. My girls took second, which is completely fine. But yeah, I will always help. That's one thing about me.
Yeah, but you're there to win.
Oh, 100%.
So there's no friendships here.
No,
There's friendship after the match.
absolutely. I will shake your hand. That was a great time.
I'm the same way. I hate whoever's on the other side, even if they're my friend.
Yep.
If you and I are coaching against each other,
Yeah.
when the first pitch happens, I now hate you.
Yeah.
And when the last out is committed, now we're friends again.
Yep.
We're super competitive. But do you find that in other versions of your life? Because I don't.
No.
Like when we talk about money, do you ever get pissed if somebody calls you up and say, "Hey Nick, I just bought this stock and it went up 100%. So my $10 investment is now worth 20." Do you sit there and go, "Fuck you, you're an asshole"?
No.
What do you do?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great. I'm so happy for you.
Yep.
We need more of that in normal everyday to day things.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately, there's too many people that are like, "Well, I didn't invest in that, so fuck you for making more money."
Yep.
I never have that opinion.
You probably wouldn't watch it. Have you been watching any of the Mr. Beast stuff?
I don't know what that is.
Mr. Beast is a young kid who's got billions of dollars, millions, billions, I don't remember.
Yeah. A bunch of money.
Gives it away and he's been doing bigger and bigger things. So like this one, he took 500 people, and to me, it's just a huge social experiment.
Mhm.
And he makes them play games and try to earn things, do this and that. And this one, you would like it for the social aspect, right? They start out with like let's say 500, and he's like, all right, $10,000 for anybody to walk away. If the person walks away, this whole row is eliminated. So you now control, 100 people,
Mhm.
eight rows. Let's just call it, or sorry, whatever it is. Anyway, so all right, 20,000. Anybody walk away, and you find right. I mean, somebody clicked at like $50,000, right? Whatever it might be. So that whole entire row got eliminated. First person to get it is the only person that gets it, and it's just right. Rich people aren't going to take it, this and that, and so it's really fun. It's the grand prize for the top $5 million. They're going to give away an island. They're going to give away something else too. I don't remember, but like, dude, just stupid, crazy fu money type things. So, and it's just multiple times it's been all right. We're gonna put two teams of 100 against each other. Whoever has the most people leave, the other team stay, or the team that gave the most stays, minus the people that decided to eliminate themselves, right? So, are you the kind of person that's doing there for you, or are you the kind of person that's against yourself, right? There's one person that's just like, yeah, I'm just not leaving. They put three people in the box. One person had to leave out of each of those.
Mhm.
Figure out how you're gonna do it. You get anything you want, figure out how you're gonna do it, right? People would flip a coin, cut deck of cards, whatever it might be. And so, right, there's a game to it. There's whatever. And so, hey, yeah, I'll be the one to leave. So it's really, I'm watching it for the social aspect. And of course, I mean, it's $5 million most ever given away on a game show type
Right.
of thing. So,
I mean, so I was thinking about this. If I get this promotion, one of the things I want to do is, take a little bit of that extra money and what I think we should do, Nick, is start a Pops and Pennies scholarship fund, because I'm always about giving back, and we love Pops and Pennies probably more than we love Bucks and Brews, mostly because we are so passionate about teaching kids. But I thought, if I get a little extra money and I can throw something at something, a scholarship fund for Pops and Pennies would be kind of fun.
yeah, it'd be great. I mean, I'm all about it.
So that
And that's the whole thing. Like, people forget it's not about the money, it's what you can do with the money that makes it worth it, right? I mean, people buy a bigger house because it's what they can do in that house, right? People buy a house with a pool, or they buy a lake house, or they buy whatever, right? They buy materialistic things to do something with it.
right.
Nice. We were just gifted for tonight.
I mean,
Somebody's not paying.
it's Margarita Monday tonight at my house. Nick, if you feel up to it,
Yeah.
you won't, but
No, I won't.
we got 2 bottles of Juarez Gold last week in a delivery. Now we just got 4 more.
There you go.
And again, it's not great tequila; it's average tequila.
Hey, it's
But in
free.
a margarita,
Yep.
perfectly fine. You don't put great tequila in a margarita.
No.
So I'm very happy to take this donation and put it towards Margarita Monday. I'm gonna send a picture right now. Actually. Fuck, I just sent that to Christy.
So
I literally just sent Christy the same message she sent me. Oops. This is what happens when you try to text and do a show at the same fucking time. you end up sharing shit with the wrong people.
Oh, so
You doing all right there? Or?
I'm getting a little hot, but I say that's all right. It's
That's why I took my
Normal.
or didn't put my hat on.
normal little hot flashes. So,
So next episode,
yeah,
this is a good one. Nick is running for the school board with Joe Spaulding. Joe, one of our favorite guests. Nick, did you in fact run for the school board?
I did. I made an attempt at it. Got way more votes than I thought I would. I think just shy of 4,000.
Here's you and I discussed this on election night.
Yep.
How irritated we were that you got so many votes.
Yeah.
What was the extent of your campaigning?
I filled out the paperwork, put my name on the list, and I started a Facebook page.
Yep.
And said I was meeting with these people, and that was it.
So you did almost no campaigning,
Correct.
and almost 4,000 people voted for you.
Correct.
Do you have 4,000 friends in Jenison?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So people that didn't know you voted for you. That's fucking impressive.
Or people that know me that I don't know.
Right.
I usually tell people I'm sorry because I should shake your hand because I appreciate it.
I mean, I used to go just by names. Like when I was young, regents and stuff for like the universities, I just sit there and go, oh, I like that guy's name or I like that girl's name. I'm going to pick them.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
Research everybody.
I research everyone now. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that went, oh, Nick Watkins, that sounds like a good name. I'm going to vote for that guy.
Yep. Which, I mean, hey, it's just, I expected 100 votes, right? Something like that. To end up with almost 4,000 was mind blowing. Just tells me I have to do better next year or in 2 years, whatever it is.
So our next episode after that was the new year and turning side hustles into full-time gigs.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
It was.
So, we kind of finished our year with something like that.
We had an entrepreneur on that wanted some ideas on how to get things going.
Yep.
That was a fun episode.
It was, but I mean, honestly, how many people can take their side hustle and turn it into an actual career?
Yeah.
I think is where it's at.
After that, we had guest time. Stephen Pataski, Luxus Group interview. You remember this one?
Nope.
He was doing like a timeshare type thing.
Okay.
This was the guy that was living in Hawaii at the time.
Oh, okay.
You remember him a
Nope.
little bit? Nope. Okay. It was an interesting interview.
North Carolina and
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had like some different properties.
Airbnb things.
Yeah, basically, and like timeshares, you get specific weeks, but
Yep.
they're kind of higher class and
Yep.
It
I
was-
remember that.
interesting concept. We haven't followed up with him. I should probably shoot a message and say, hey, how's all that going? I do follow him on LinkedIn, but I can't say I pay much attention to what goes on LinkedIn.
Right.
So
And then we had
we hate banks and healthcare.
yeah.
Healthcare is going to be a dominating conversation for us probably in the new year. So I had posted on TikTok the other day about some healthcare stuff and talked about we had just done an episode and I had somebody reach out. They have a decent following on TikTok and they're like, I want to come on your podcast and talk healthcare.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry. I think after we get into the first of the year here, Nick and I are going to have more things to talk about. So, healthcare is a hot topic, especially in the US, because again, we look at it and you can convince a large portion of our society that it's better to pay $10,000 to $15,000 a year in premiums and deductibles and out-of-pocket maxes than it is to pay an extra couple $1,000s in your taxes.
Right.
And that is crazy to me. Again, it comes back to poorly educated. If you want to control the masses, limit their education, limit their job opportunities, limit their wealth.
Yep.
And we are stuck right in the middle of that right now. Did you see the newest information in Oklahoma?
No.
So Oklahoma wants to make it a requirement to receive your diploma that either you're accepted into a 4-year university, you're accepted into a trade school. And if neither of those happen, you have to join the military.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, you cannot get a diploma.
That's insane to me.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. That's too much control.
Well, again-
we're supposed to be the land of the free.
Universities are expensive. Trade schools can be expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see a whole lot of
Well,
free
I think-
trade schools.
I think they're trying to change trade schools because too many people, I think, went into trades because you get told, hey, you can go get hands-on learning and make $100,000.
Yeah.
And it's very true. It is. But that means somebody's not making money, right?
Right.
And people need to make money.
Well, and when you look at it, what this does is it shoves more people to the military.
Mhm.
And now you basically are stuck. If you have no options and you're poor,
Mhm.
you got two options now. You're going to go to jail and work for free, or you're going to go to the military and work for pennies.
That's it.
And that sucks.
Yep.
So after banks and healthcare, I looked up the information on this. The Reddit IPO. So we talked about Reddit doing their initial public offering.
Okay.
And whether we thought it was a good risk or a bad risk. And we were both on I would not invest money in that. You want to know how we did with that, Nick?
How'd we do?
So this is why we are not financial professionals. And what we do is just our opinion and not true advice. So the Reddit stock year to date has gone up 227.14%.
Nice.
It's gained $116.32 since its initial public offering. Now, I'm blown away because I didn't think that another social media company could do those kinds of numbers.
Well, I mean, I seen it with GameStop, right? I mean, with the people just on there just to create something. So I understand how and why. I just don't believe within people, right? That they're actually going to do what they say and keep with it. So
100%.
that's my big problem.
So one time we missed the mark. I'm sure there's many other times we missed the mark,
Oh
but
gosh, yes. We're saying we're not afraid to admit that we.
no, we make mistakes. Listen, part of growth is admitting to your mistakes, learning from them, and being better.
Yep.
You know, if I had it to do all over again, would I have thrown $10 at Reddit back in January? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then, always our favorite episodes, Reddit questions.
Yeah.
We went on Reddit, scoured personal finance, which I got blocked from because I promoted the podcast. Fuck you, personal Reddit or personal finance subreddit. And we talked about, people's financial inquiries.
Yep.
Gave our opinions. We always love doing those episodes because we always have opinions.
Yeah. We can tell you what we think is right.
Yeah. Then we talked about the 4-day versus the 6-day work week because
Yeah.
companies are kind of floating out both. We have a 5-day work week right now. I'm in favor of a 4-day work week.
Yep.
Some companies want a 6-day. I'm not down with that. Then I say this a lot. I feel like Walling with burgers all of a sudden. One of our favorite episodes of the year. Baseball episode 2024.
There you go. It's always a good episode.
I've already started compiling some stats for this coming year.
Good.
We love doing the baseball episode. I was going to go back and figure out who everybody picked for things, but I did not do that because I'm a sucky host.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody picked the Dodgers to win the World Series.
Pretty sure I did.
I'm probably. I know I picked Baltimore and they got popped early. Then we did the Mr. Passive interview. He was all about passive income and he had vending machines.
Yep.
I keep looking into the vending machines because I kind of want a vending machine here. That way I'm not having, people are thirsty and shit.
Yep.
And we have Gatorades to buy, but I'd rather just have a vending machine. That way people can just go, pop their dollar in or whatever and get shit. But I haven't found any to my liking.
Yeah.
So, why are home prices dropping and why are stock buybacks bad? So we had a point early in the year where home prices were dropping and they've stayed pretty consistent. I would say we haven't had a big spike or a big drop yet. Do you think the market's gonna have issues here?
I mean, Fed's just lowered interest rates, so I think we're gonna maintain for a little bit, right? We'll see what happens with this new year. But I think maintaining is gonna be a thing for a while.
How do you feel about foreclosures? You think they're gonna spike because of the adjustable rates?
I mean, they're gonna have to, right? I mean, history repeats itself constantly. I believe in history, right? I mean, it's a thing that happens. So,
Could we fix that?
um, could we? Sure. Should we? No.
Here's my real question for you, because you're a landlord. Do you think it makes sense that somebody could pay, let's say, $2,000 a month in rent, but can't qualify for a mortgage that they would pay $800 a month for?
No. But I mean, the answer is yes, because, right? I mean, there's something on their credit, there's something somewhere, right? I, as a human, get to pick and say, hey, this is what I see, right? People who, if I need three times the income, so you need to make $1,000 and that's what you get paid, but then you take if I look and you have 401k, I just give it back to you because I'm like, that's being a financially responsible human being.
Mhm.
And I tell people that, like, hey, yes, here's what I look for in qualification. Like, if you're getting your child support, there's nothing I can do to help you with that, right? Like, you won't have the money. You can't have the money. It's physically impossible to get it. So, unless your kid's, 17, whatever it might
Right.
be.
June 15th, closing a chapter. We discussed me retiring from coaching.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I think I'll be good until the
Season
season rolls
starts.
around.
Of course.
And then I think it'll be really tough. Like I'm very content and happy with my decision. And again, if I get the promotion at work, there's no option for me to coach. It
Right.
just isn't. But I'm very content at this point with just kind of being done.
Yeah.
I did it for 21 years, and I'm not saying I won't ever go back to it. I'm just in a different spot in my life right now.
Yep.
And it was just time.
So we talk about maybe doing a Saturday morning youth together.
Yost and I were talking the other day, and he goes, "Yeah, it'd be fun to coach like where it doesn't matter." I'm like, "Yeah, Nick and I keep talking about we should take a little league team." He goes, "That would be a lot of fun."
Yep.
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "But not like old kid, like 10-year-olds."
Yeah. Like,
Because that's fun. We had David Wilson, money coach on.
yeah, good kid.
Good kid. I like him a lot. I mean, he's a Ramsey guy, but
Yeah.
that's the only negative I found.
Yeah.
He
so-
posts a lot of great stuff
He
too.
does. He's doing really well. So anybody that helps in the financial community in a positive way,
Yeah.
I think it's great. So,
Gotta love it. If you're looking for somebody to follow, he's a great follow. Gives a lot of great advice. He lives very cheaply,
Yep.
but he travels a lot very cheaply. He does a lot of good stuff. I would definitely check him out.
one
We
of my
had
favorite episodes.
the drink and draw with Jack Razor and Roger. I don't remember half of it because
It was a good 3-hour episode of drinking and drawing.
Nate and I got very drunk.
Yeah.
You and Roger not as much. It was fun what I remember.
It was a good time. Excuse me. Right. We talked about doing it again. I'd love to have it again. We'll get Nate drinking a little earlier. And
So we can get him drawing a little early.
yeah, exactly. I think, and the big thing is
Somebody might have made a Hello Kitty Hulk Hogan
Right.
sticker.
Nice.
Jim did.
Nice. And so, getting some more ideas to kind of come in so that we can just draw out of a hat. And the problem with Nate is, he gets into his own head.
Sorry,
And so you got
Jack.
excuse me, you're right. Jack Razor is he's got to get out of his own head and just be willing to go for it.
I think he has the same problem a lot of artists have is he's very critical of his work.
Yep.
And then if somebody, if he doesn't hit a home run, he takes it very personally.
Yep.
And he's his worst critic. And that you find that with a lot of creative people, they're their worst critic.
We'll see. And that was back in June.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel like a failure a little bit by myself. We mentioned in there about doing a book. And so
I mean, we kind of have a book.
it took me until, I don't know, September, October to write it.
Yeah.
And I've been sick for quite a while, because Jack Razor and I are supposed to get together and talk about illustrations.
Yeah.
What his expectations are, what mine are, see if it's gonna work out together.
And I'm
Um,
going to contact the publishing people that I know,
Yep.
and otherwise Amazon
Yeah.
self-publish.
And so, but the book is written, gotten feedback from quite a few people.
Made some changes.
So I just got feedback from another person. Um, I'll look into it a little bit. I think, they're right on point.
I would
My,
like to at some point sit down with you and I just kind of go through it together.
Yeah, of course. Just say, and one of the things feedback was, hey, dive into the characters more and dive into this more, and then so I like that idea. Granted, it's goes back to like sixth grade where you have to like expand your ideas. It's something I'm not great at. Also, I haven't, I didn't nail down an age group, right? This was kind
Yeah.
of more meant to be younger for
Mhm.
right. Like I don't want to expand that yet, I think.
It's not really a teen book. It's more of a 6 to 10,
Right, kind of a thing, right?
maybe 6 to 12.
Get you started.
Yeah. Just kind of a fun thing to get kids thinking about money.
Exactly.
Something they can read.
Yep. So hopefully this year, my goal is to have the book this year, 2025.
So after that, we did the drink and draw recap, talked about the Pride event and some other stuff. That was after we had done the Pride
Yep.
event. The Pride event was good. It could have been better.
Could have been better, right? I mean,
And we're talking sales wise, not,
yeah.
event wise. I think I'll do a little more promoting next year. So I am, without you, because of course you suck, doing Byron Comic Con.
Yep.
Beginning of February, I'll have our 3D stuff there, so you'll have to get me your stuff. I think Mike's gonna come sit with me, so I have somebody a little more social.
Yeah, I say, trust me, it's not something I do suck at, right? It's hard because I've
Mhm.
taken responsibility to my players and my parents quite a bit. I'm not one to shy away from my responsibilities or things. Basically what happened is you and I looked at the schedule. Um, I had the date open and available. And the next thing I know, I get an email that says, "Hey, February 1st, do you want to add a second team or a second boys team and a second girls team?" And I said, "What do you mean add a second boys and a girls team? Like, it's not on my schedule. It's not like I have plans with my family, like to do stuff." And, basically I got told, "Hey, we're under contract. Sorry, it's not on your schedule. Figure it out." And so, the figuring it out is giving up my time with you, right?
Yeah.
And so it sucks, but it'll be, hey, I signed up for it. I knew what I was doing. It's something I need to figure out. So, and then next we have foreclosures and flips.
That was a fun episode because we
Yeah.
we talked about the benefits for, well, not necessarily the benefits on foreclosures, but the benefits on flips and what we saw coming with foreclosures.
Yep. And I mean, most people say, "Oh, I still can't find them." And again, like go listen to that episode, right? I gave you plenty of ideas of how to find them, what to look for. Like most people don't have the nuts to go talk to somebody about them losing their house, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be the hard part. So,
After that, we go to a political episode because Nick, those are his favorite.
they
Absolutely not.
yeah, I mean,
But this was a good episode. This was with Peter Quilis Dominguez. He was running for probate judge.
yep.
You and I were both very upset.
Yeah, it was surprising to me, right? He did so much more than I did
Yeah.
and got the same results.
Yeah, didn't even make it onto the November ballot
Right.
and had the best experience out of the three candidates.
Yep. So, I mean,
And-
currently is doing the job, right? And
Yeah.
so it's just, that's a hard one, right? But again, that's the thing with America is the people get the opportunity to choose who gets to do that job.
Yeah. It's still kind of bites my ass because
Yep.
Peter's such a good dude.
Yep.
I'll talk to you about Carlos off air.
All right.
He's a good dude too. We had new home buying questions. So that was a customer that came into break room and
right, yeah.
they lost their car keys and had to have their mom come with an extra set of car keys. And I ended up driving them down to Culver so they could wait for their mom. And we talked for like 45 minutes about the podcast.
Mhm.
And he was very interested. Marcus was his name.
Yep.
And he reached out to me like a couple days later to say, hey, I'm looking at buying my first home and I kind of want to get into rentals. And we're like, hey, let's have you on. And we kind of followed him through that whole first buying process.
Yep.
Which he sent a lot of great questions, and I think we had a great episode that day. I was really happy with that episode.
Yeah, and he ended up buying a house,
Yeah.
doing it the correct way, getting all the stuff that he needed. So I think it worked out really well.
Well, and the thing that I always love is when you have those conversations and they follow through on it,
Yeah.
and you can see the success, it just makes you feel that much better. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I was really happy with that one. We had a little bit of a break in there, almost 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened.
I don't either.
I think I went on vacation. You went on vacation.
Yeah, I did. I
Yep,
did
so
during that time. So
There
yeah,
was multiple vacations, and yeah.
we were off for a while. We did a mental health check and interviewing after a layoff. I don't remember what the interviewing after a layoff came from,
I don't know.
but
My brain doesn't work well.
it doesn't. And I'm trying to think back to, did we have a specific person that was laid off? I think we probably saw a TikTok or something and
Maybe.
people were talking about it. And I mean, the job market's been really tough lately. So I'm thinking that maybe we kind of went that way with it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you it was a great episode because I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I mean,
Well, it was a mental health too, right? I mean,
yeah,
something
we were talking about our shit as
we know
always.
we have to focus on.
What you misheard about FEMA. This was during the hurricane, and
Yep.
everybody's like, FEMA's only given $750. The Biden administration doesn't care about people. Grr.
Yep.
Which, you know, we went through all the FEMA stuff, and of course, you know, they held up FEMA funding again in the House and the Senate because Republicans can't fucking govern. Then we did our every 2-year political episode 2024, and we had Jim and the professor on,
Yep.
talked about hopes and dreams for the election, and they were all squashed by Cheeto McCocknugget.
Well, and then that's, but the one thing I took away from that episode, right, is again why I don't trust Americans, right?
Huh?
I truly believe if we all did what it took, we would all vote into a liberal and we would all be more happy, right?
Yep.
And, happiness to people isn't everything, right? As long as they're happy, that's the only thing that matters, right?
Well, again, they don't want to see other people getting what they don't have.
Right.
And you and I aren't necessarily that way. There's so many people out there that are jealous of everyone else.
Yep.
And the part that pisses me off the most is a lot of them run around touting these Christian values, and they are so anti everything they're supposed to fucking be teaching in the church.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to have envy, and you're not supposed to, be gluttonous, and that's what people really are. They're envious of what everybody else has. Oh, Joe just got a new 70-inch screen TV. I need an 80-inch screen TV.
Yep.
No, you fucking don't. Johnny just got a brand new fucking Lexus. I need to go buy a brand new BMW. No, you fucking don't. Nick, what year is your car?
2010.
Okay. I got a 2013.
Yeah.
When do you want to replace your car?
Never.
Me too.
Hope to never do it.
I'm happy to not buy a new car. I do surveys a lot, right? When I get the car surveys and they go, when are you looking to replace your car? I always pick not in the foreseeable future.
Mhm.
I don't want to.
Hope not to.
It's an expense I don't want to take on.
And I love my car, right?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing for me.
We always try to do this once a year, holiday savings. Because you're looking to save money during the holidays, so we gave out some hints and tricks and how to save some money and stuff.
It's usually one of my favorite episodes when we repeat the same stuff quite a bit.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
again, it's just something to help people get through the holiday time.
Well, and you get new listeners all the time, and we looked at it earlier. There were some people that were listening to episodes recently from 2021, which is great.
Right.
But I don't expect somebody that just found us is going to go, oh, let's look and see if they have a holiday savings episode 2021.
Right.
So we try to do holiday savings every year. There is a lot of repeat information in there. But again, if you don't know, you don't know. Like Break Room's been around for 5 years. There are people that come in every day and like, I never heard about you before. So you got to sometimes just keep repeating the information.
Well, and I sometimes I feel like you guys have people because I don't know everybody you guys know, right? I mean,
Mhm.
Dawn meets me, but you know the informed pages or something, right? For some reason, a few weeks back, it just seemed like every few days, right? It was just a random person, random name. It was like, oh hey, where's the best break room? And it's like to me, I only know of the one. And
Right.
it was like these people were just asking this type, and I was like, is Dawn just having somebody like ask a generic question? So then,
Luckily
like,
not.
yeah, no, it's just, but like great, like the amount of times that it came up, it was like, that's a great marketing thing, right? Just, hey, where's the best break room?
You know the best part about that? The category is rage room,
Right.
but we've really changed the vernacular in this state to be break room
There you go.
because people don't sit there and go, "Where's the best rage room?" They go, "Where's the best break room?"
Yeah.
So that for me is just awesome that we've literally changed the vernacular around here to it's not a rage room, it's a break room.
Right.
And again, we lean into the therapy aspect. So there was a new one that just opened in Detroit,
Okay.
and a guy at work sent me the information. So I sent it to Dawn. I'm like, hey, in case you don't know. She goes, no, I know. We talked. She
Nice.
goes, I gave him some information, told him, some hints and tricks. And she goes, I talked to him for, maybe 45 minutes or so. She goes, I told him, I'm like, listen, if you want more detailed, I'm happy to do a consulting fee, but if you just have a random question here and there, that's fine. Just hit me up.
Yep.
So I thought that was great because again, Detroit's not really our market. They're 2.5 hours away.
Yep.
And we get customers from Detroit. But again, Nick, if you have a liquor store 10 minutes away, or if you have a liquor store 45 minutes away, which one are you going to pick more often than not?
10 minutes.
Right. Now, the 45-minute one may have better deals. You may go there to stock up or for something
They're going to have
specific.
allocated things.
Right.
Yeah, so,
But if you just need something quick, if you just need a bottle of cheap tequila to throw in some fucking margaritas,
right.
you're going to $10 liquor store or a 10-minute away liquor store.
Yep.
After holiday savings, we talked tariffs.
Yep.
And what we kind of see coming in the new year and how expensive shit's going to get and how we're all preparing for that. Like,
So you ended up buying
yeah, I bought
quite a bit of
a
stuff.
bunch of stuff before the tariffs hit. So 3 new computers, one for my wife, my mother, and myself.
Yep.
And then other stuff that I knew we were just going to need.
I'll say, and to add to the tariff thing, right? I mean, we're talking about the Panama Canal right now and the things that Trump's trying to do and say and, force something that's not even his fucking spot to be in. Like, I understand what he's wanting to do, but how he's doing it is different, right?
Well, I
So-
think I shared a video with you on why does Trump want Greenland and why does he want Canada and why does he want the Panama Canal? Did I share that with you?
No.
I should have. So it laid out all these reasons for why for everything,
Yeah.
and it's like the shit that could go on is just mind blowing because 2 of the major ports on the Panama Canal are owned by the Chinese.
Right.
Greenland's like a buffer between us and Europe, so
Yeah.
and again, Europe's mostly our allies, so I don't know what the fuck the deal is there. And they keep talking about, well, Canada's going to be the 51st state. No, they're not.
No.
They have no fucking interest in being a part of this bullshit down here.
A person that goes to another world leader and tells them that they could be the governor or something like that, right? I mean, you don't understand, right? I mean, you have way too much power control issues of your own self.
Yeah.
But again, that's something I will say about that human, right? I mean, Trump has control and power issues. Justin Trudeau is doing plenty fine in Canada. People love hate. I don't think the hate for him is anywhere near what Trump gets for hate. The love for him is nowhere near the amount of love that people get, or that Trump gets either, right? So, but he's leading his country in the way that he sees fit.
Yeah, and I mean, for better or worse, we're stuck with this for the next 4 years.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Hopefully, it's only the next 4 years.
there'll be an uprising.
I'm not even talking about that. I mean, there are people on the right that are talking about suspending elections, and
That's what I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah.
I think there'd be an uprising if.
Well, and we talked about it on some of the literally 2 episodes down the line. We talked about it. This killing of the CEO from United Healthcare, Brian Thompson.
Yep.
There's been so much of a manhunt and publicity around it, and everybody's up in arms, and regular guy dies, nobody gives a shit. Why do we care that this fucking guy died? It's because he's rich.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
And can you name anybody that was killed in Columbine?
No.
Can you name anybody?
I can name the 2 shooters, but I can't name anybody.
Can you name anybody that was killed in Sandy Hook?
No.
Can you name anybody that was killed?
Uvalde?
Was that last week's?
No, Uvalde was in Texas.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
What about
at the
last
Catholic
week's?
school? No.
Yeah, right. So we're over
Nobody
here.
gives a shit about those people.
Now, can you be okay? Columbine, we can name the 2 shooters,
Yeah.
right? Well, you can, I can't. Timothy McVeigh was the Oklahoma City bomber.
Oklahoma City bomber.
I don't know the 2 shooters.
Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris.
That's right. Okay. But
And again, I remember that because that was the first
yeah,
school shooting.
But-
And what we should have had was that was the only school shooting, but we don't have that because again, I think the greatest thing said on this episode, on this podcast in the 5 years we've been doing this was said by you, Nick.
oops.
Because we sat here talking and we're like, yeah, these fucking people that believe in post-birth abortions, they're fucking full of shit. And you're like, no, that happens. And I'm like, dude, fucking be serious. And you go, no, it's just school shootings.
I mean,
And that was profound to me because I never thought of it that way. But conservatives never give a shit about those deaths ever. Because my gun rights. Again, I'm not for taking, I own guns. I own many guns.
Yep.
I don't want to take away guns.
and say, everybody's gonna say, and you go through this list, right? Guns aren't the issue. Okay. Health and mental health is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then why are we not making that a free priority, right? Why are we not making it accessible to the world, to to US? Why, so will that cost okay, so you're willing to put a life on a little bit of money, right? Like, and so it's just that type of stuff that bothers me, right? Nobody's willing to do what it takes to fix things. They're just making sure that their things don't get taken care of, right?
Right.
So, it's a very frustrating thing for me.
It's ridiculous because we should honestly give a shit about kids more.
Oh God, yes.
But we don't. You see the same thing when you hear about these sex traffickers and these child molesters. They're like, well, it was an underage girl. No, it was a fucking child. Don't give me this underage girl bullshit. Underage girl makes it sound like she's 17.
Right.
She's 14. She's a fucking child. Even if she's 17, she's still not of the age of consent.
She's still a child.
I was watching the thing on Prince the other day, and one of the wives that Prince had was 16 when they met.
Okay.
And he was basically counting down the days until she was 17. That's fucking gross. Prince is one of the greatest artists of all time. That's fucking gross.
Yep. No, I mean, it's just, right, these people don't want to do the right thing, and that's where it becomes a problem for me.
100%.
Do the right thing.
It doesn't take that much. So after holiday savings, we had tariffs.
Yep.
Oh, we talked about tariffs, sorry. We had Reddit questions.
Reddit questions again.
Because we love Reddit questions.
So that was a good one because we went into, a different route.
Yeah.
Not necessarily financial, just, any.
Yeah, we ventured out.
Yeah, and that was a fun episode for me.
After that, we just hit on it. We talked about healthcare CEOs and the upcoming economic conditions in the U.S. because, of course, we were hot on the Brian Thompson killing. Because, of course, we know his fucking name. Because
I'm glad you do. I don't.
I do because I'm so fucking irritated by the fact that everybody is so concerned about the fact that the CEO died. The incoming president of the United States talked about he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody dead and nobody'd give a fuck.
Yep.
I don't. So they arrested this man, Luigi Mangione,
yep,
who allegedly killed Brian Thompson.
Ugh,
I don't think he did because I think he was with me that night.
I say I'm pretty sure he was with
I heard he was at a concert.
he was
too.
in a band. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was with a band, hanging out with them.
Yeah, he's
He
been
was
in so many
I think
places.
he was in a soup kitchen
Yep.
volunteering that night. I know he wasn't at a McDonald's just sitting there. I'll tell you that.
Well, and people are like, he shouldn't be a hero. People are suffering.
Right. I mean, not all heroes wear capes.
They don't. Well, and you look at United Healthcare and it's coming out that they used AI to deny claims, and they had all these advanced algorithms that would basically deny things that were medically necessary, and you had to jump through hoops, and people died waiting for treatment, and it was all about the profits because they have shareholders.
Well,
That's fucking gross.
One of the things that bothers me is so since this guy, from what I've seen, what I've read, because for some stupid reason I'm following this. Mostly I do it so that way I'm gonna have an educated conversation
Mhm.
with you because
Because I'm going to talk about it.
right, we do this, and I know it's coming up, and I want to sit here and honestly, I like to see the other side. You know this as much. I know that David's going to go this way, and I'm going to go. Fuck, here we go. I'm going this way.
Yep.
One, just to piss David off. Two, because you know what, this is fun. But that being said, is right. United Healthcare has basically doubled down on their denials and things like that. They're
Mhm.
like, yeah, no, what we're doing is the right thing. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right?
A person's life shouldn't be a fucking game.
That's it.
And they've turned this shit into a fucking game.
Oh. Well, it's we talk about it. You're a way better human. You're a way better millennial man. I don't know what the fuck the word is, right?
I'm Gen X, but yeah.
Right, but like I grew up being raised by a person in a before a baby boomer, right? I mean,
Yeah, silent generation.
my grandfather, right? I mean, when do you go to a doctor? I mean, David, you go to a fucking doctor because you got a fucking sneeze, right? Like me,
But did I before I tried to die?
right? But no, I say right, and but it took things. But like me, I don't fucking go, man. I just right. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta take care of yourself, and that's something I've tried to do because you hear it enough from enough people. Like, hey, you got, but we talk about it on Bucks and Brews. Like, I'll go on a diet, I'll get off of a diet, I'll be, and I try to make an attempt and things like that. But that being said, I finally went to the doctor for this sickness. Say finally, but like I did it faster than normal
Mhm.
because I knew I had to coach on the 27th, right? Like I had to be there. And so I was like, look, I need a Z pack. I've had two in my whole entire life.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're not contagious.
Right. And so I get there and they give me, they didn't even give me a Z pack, which pissed me off in the first place. They gave me, I don't fucking remember, whatever, what do you call that? I call it a prescription, but,
Yeah, that's what it is. Penicillin,
yeah,
erythromycin,
something like that. But anyway, whatever. I can't think of the word of what that stuff's called.
antibiotic.
Antibiotic. There you go. They gave me an antibiotic, right? And it's like, okay, cool. So I mean, I'm 2 days from being done with it, but I'm not. Hey, you shouldn't be contagious. This and that. Okay, great. So I'm fine going around, but like, it is. I'll tell you what. I took the Z pack, and I know what the fuck it can do. This I've taken for almost 14 days or whatever it is, and dude, I'm sitting here and I just filled a fucking paper towel full of sweat, right? Like
Yeah.
I told you, I'm still getting my hot flashes. They last a little less time. I mean, you've seen it. I put my head back for 2 seconds because I'm like my body's fucking worn out. Now I seem to have a little bit of energy. I'm kind of getting back into
Yeah, it kind of ebbs and flows.
right, dude. Granted, but that one lasted, a few 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
5-10 minutes.
but like, dude,
Easy.
they were lasting a few hours,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm getting back to it, but like, it doesn't mean I'm happy about this, right? Like I say, hey, we ready? Yeah, I told you you're gonna lead a lot of the podcast because there's gonna be something that's gonna happen. I mean, I haven't wore a hat in God knows how long, and I knew I shouldn't have put it on for some stupid reason. I'm just so used to getting ready for,
Yeah,
but dude,
it makes you
me
too hot.
so much. Like even though this thing is vented and all that, oh fuck no, like. It's
I brought my hat. I didn't put it on because I know I'm going to get too hot drinking.
yep. And so it's just one of those things where, the healthcare system, you know what? If you're wrong, I feel like shit. If I'm wrong, I mean, what's a Z-Pack gonna do? It's not gonna fucking harm my body.
No.
It's not gonna do anything, right? So like, we talked about this. I don't know if it was you and me or not, but I had a lump on my breast.
Yeah. I remember this.
It might have been during one of the
It
fucking
was.
the break or whatever. And so, I again, I don't go to a doctor. It's not something I do. I'm not fucking dead. I'm not there. Okay. I go to hospitals, right? Crash a motorcycle. Um, you get forced into it, this thing. I got in a huge car accident, right?
Yeah, real emergency room type shit.
Yeah, right. Like, but I jumped. I didn't jump. I like stumbled out of my car because it was destroyed. Seeing blood gushing down my leg. First thing I did was run over to that other person because I had to fucking make sure that they weren't dead, right? Because I mean, they fucking hit me hard.
Yeah.
And then I went on with my life and finished my city inspection type of a thing, to get ready for all of that. Like I went out, like I don't go to a fucking doctor,
Yep.
right? Like doctor will look at it if I ever go and go, hey, what the fuck's that from? Oh man, like a year ago, like you can come see me. Fucking still functioning, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, but what could be? Anyway, that being said, so like, right, I went to the first doctor and he's like, hey, he feels my breast and he's like, yep, there's definitely a lump. I'm just the way he said it, right? I'm not worried about it. We'll see you in 6 months and we'll figure out what's going on from there. And it's like growing up, right? You get told check your nuts and you check your tits, right?
Yeah.
Feel a lump, you go see somebody. So, yeah, I fucking feel something like shit. And it might have been a drunken fucking night all of a sudden. I remember that, and so I started making my buddies like play with it a little bit, right? Well, it's definitely a fucking lump, right? Because I have to, I get fucking verification or whatever, and so I switched doctors right away and
Yeah.
go see the one, and she used to be my PA, she still is my PA, and she's like, I go to her, I go, hey, look, I walk through the exact thing I just said, and she goes, look, tell you what, let's go get this checked out, let's go do this. Your best case scenario is nothing. Worst case scenario, we fucking know where to head.
Yeah.
Right. Granted, and it goes back to the sexism thing, right? I got treated way fucking different than any woman ever would walking into a fucking breast.
Well, yeah,
exam.
because for a woman, they're like, oh my God, you have breast cancer.
Mhm.
And for a dude, they're like, eh.
Right. There was, but even there, right? It's like, hey, we're going to put you in. I mean, they put me into a fucking secondary room, office space, like whatever. I was not treated, but I care because of the sexism aspect of it, because like I have this fight with my wife all the time, but also I didn't give a fuck because I'm not there for, you know what? If it makes them more comfortable to do whatever, if it makes these people that, I don't give two fucks, right?
Yeah.
I'm here to get fixed. However the fuck you do it. It can be through a back alley, through the fucking whatever. As long as the end result is the exact same, I couldn't care less.
Yep.
Right? You didn't see me walking around with a fucking glass of champagne, pink fucking. No, like, right? Boom. I'm just here, right? And so, yes, there's a difference, but at the end of the day, hey, I'm fine. Things worked out well for me. And sure, we can say it, right? Again, the first doctor was right. I'll give him fucking credit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go see the fucking cocksucker, right?
No.
Like,
bad experience. You're just not going back.
You don't take me, like, again, I don't know you, you don't know me. If I sit here and tell you I don't fucking come see you, right? If you want me to just pay you once a year to say I come to see you, great. I'll just send you the fucking money, but I don't need to come see your ass, right?
Exactly.
But, my doctor's pissed at me right now. It's been God knows how long. She wanted me to get my blood drawn. I tried 3 times for her. They couldn't draw it. And then, now they want me to go to a fucking, I think, into the hospital, because they have like this light machine or something like that. I don't know how this works for phlebotomists. Forgive me if I fuck it all up. They put like a light through and then they can see the veins and everything pops and they can get it easier. But that's just effort, energy, time.
Yeah.
Sure. Could I be dying? Absolutely. But talk about it with my therapist quite often. And it's something I'm trying to change my mindset of.
You have a really nice therapist.
I don't actually value my life.
Same.
And it's something that saying out loud, like I've always known I didn't, but it's something like, oh shit,
it's coming to the realization that that's how you honestly feel.
Yeah, right. Like I've always thought, I always live But like, again, like I would give anything for my family,
Mhm.
but the problem is I'm not giving myself
Mhm.
for, and so it's like, and that's what made it have to click, I guess, for me. There was something in there. It was like, oh shit, like my time, my effort, my energy needs to be as much as I possibly can to still stay within myself, right? But like, I don't fear death. It is something I was scared of as a child. And I don't know, something happened in my life where I think, again, it was probably the same time I, didn't give a fuck about religion, right? I don't believe in angels. I don't believe in devil, or I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in ghost. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in.
How about goblins?
I don't,
Okay.
right? I mean, crotch goblins, but say, um, right? I believe personally, when you die, you're gone. That's it. End of everything.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
There's no more. There's no
Right.
more concern, worry, care.
No.
There's no more happiness.
You're never
sadness.
coming back. You'll never have consciousness again. There's nothing to
You-
go to. That's just you're done.
That's it, right? Like
Yep.
whether you're burned, whether you're fucking in a body,
It
like
doesn't matter.
to me. And so
Same.
once I realized that as a young kid, I was like, hey, no more tears is what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah.
But like literally no more anything
Yeah.
coming out of my life. Like fuck it. And so
Death is not to be feared.
correct, right? It is not something I look forward to, don't get me wrong. And that's
You're not actively trying to die.
right. I mean, sometimes, right? Like,
okay.
make stupid ass decisions.
Right.
But
We do dumb shit
yes,
because we're men,
yeah,
but
it's
we're
like-
we're not actively trying to die.
Right.
We're just not worried about the
that's
consequences.
kind of it, right? And so, you know, it's the same type of a thing where, as sad as it is, like I'm not afraid to go to jail for the things that I believe in either, right? And so again, if it's some person fucking with my family, I mean, I will protect the way I see fit, right? And if that ends me in jail, like it's hard because I think it bothers my wife.
100% it bothers your wife because it does mine too.
But
But you and I don't give a shit.
to me, it's like I'll see you when I get out.
It's kind of like we feel this is what we need to do, so this is what we do, and nothing else really matters.
That's it, right? Like, and so yeah, it's just that's kind of one of those types of things for me.
I mean, you and I, we have those struggles, especially with our mental health. I mean, I don't know how many times we've talked on this show that I need to die while I'm at my job because I'm worth way more money.
Mhm.
That's not me being suicidal.
No.
That's me being logical and financially responsible.
Yep.
I mean, when I was actively dying, and I say this a lot. So back in 2021, I was literally dying. I went to the hospital 9 times and they sent me home every time and told me to take fucking Tylenol. And it seemed I had a liver abscess that was attacking me. And that last weekend before they finally admitted me, I don't remember any of it because I was so out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And Dawn kept trying to get me to go in, and I'm like, no, I'm not going in because they don't give a shit when I go in. I had my doctor calling me saying, you need to go in.
Yep.
No, it's not going to happen. Ring, ring.
Oh, there you go.
So I never feared death. I didn't fear death then. I remember having a podcast with you while I was actively dying and going, hey, if I die, please take care of these things for me because they're not going to know how to handle this kind of money.
Right.
And I mean, it's not like you were dismissive because you weren't. You were like, all right, we'll take care of those things. That's cool. But did you think I was going to die?
No.
I remember Marv came to see me in the hospital. And when he left, I'm like, it means a lot that you came. I really appreciate it. And he goes, well, I had to because if something happened, I couldn't live with myself. And I'm like, that's weird. Why would Marv say that? That's weird. So when I finally got discharged a few days later, I said that to Dawn. I go, did Marv think I was dying? And she goes, we all thought you were dying. And I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
My brain didn't
Comprehend what was going on.
it didn't, and it didn't allow me to know what was going on. It didn't sit there and say, you're going to die.
Right.
There was none of that. It reminds me of, they talk about people that climb, big mountains like
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. And, you get to a certain height, and if you get too cold, there's such little air up there that if you don't have oxygen, you actively, your brain knows you're dying, but it doesn't give you the wherewithal to give a shit that you're dying. You just lay there and die.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me, but I totally understand it because again, I didn't have the wherewithal to care.
Yep. Well,
Um,
it's I don't know. I say we've had a good year, and then we have what one
One
more
last episode.
Yeah, which I mean, I had a blast with it. I've reached out to him to figure out where we're sitting, how it's looking. He took action right away.
He did.
Very happy.
Aspiring entrepreneur. He came on to talk about his ideas.
Yep.
I tell everybody about the spice idea, and everybody's like, "That's not going to make any money." And I'm like, "It's an interesting idea. I mean, I get it, but again, you have to have the right packaging to make that make money."
Yep.
So I mean, people understand that aspect, but the Christmas idea.
So but I look at it, and this year was a weird Christmas for me for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't see my father, but he always sends gifts.
Yep.
And then tells everybody the only time I see him is when I get gifts, and that's not true. I don't see him. My brother brings them to us. And my daughter just gets more gifts. And he got me a bunch of it's called sample size seasonings, right?
Okay.
My brother, because Comic-Con had a seasoning booth, he bought me a bunch of like rubs and seasonings. My mom, for some reason, got me some seasonings and so like
you have seasonings coming out of your ears.
I do, and like I've already have a bunch for the stuff I have at my house, and my wife's already annoyed with how much room. And now I'm not lying to you. I mean, probably. Oh God. I mean, if I laid it all out, it would take up a shit ton. But if I don't stack anything, it'll take up a 2 foot by 3 foot section.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of seasonings, right? I mean, so if they're all out of the package, I mean, it's just it's more counter space or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, my wife, she's like, "Hey, what do you want me to do with this one, the packet?" And I was like, "Tell you what, why don't you just put it under the sink?" She goes, "Are you ever going to remember that it's there?" And I said, "Fuck no." I said, "But I still want to use them, right?" So now I have to think, because we are getting to the point where it's just
too much.
Dude, I mean, if you look at I mean, that takes up that amount of space with the beer is like, currently I'm taking up half of that. I'm going to add to that. And like, it's just my whole countertop's going to be gone. Like, I don't know where the fuck to put this. I don't have cabinet space. So now I don't know. Do I build it? Do I build something? Do I bring it downstairs? Do I, I don't ever prepare meat. Seasonings. I don't know if it's, pest/animal proof. I don't know if there's sugar in any of it, which I don't think there is. But so like, all right, now do I bring it out to my 3-season porch area and have it displayed like around my grill or right, I grill outside, but like, hey, I perfect. All right, could I? So now it's like, all right, now I have to figure out what the fuck to do with all this.
I get it.
It just is. It's too much. So,
all right, so that is our year in review.
Yeah, what a fun year.
I had a good time. I love doing these episodes. Bucks and Brews, we're coming up on 5 years now. Just fucking crazy.
Stupid.
But it's given us a great outlet and the ability to share a lot of knowledge and information, and people seem to like it.
Yeah.
Which is always happy and validating for us.
And it's fun because even for us, one little thing brings us back to so much passion. Right? Whether it's you and I, speaking of that, fucking guess what I did again?
What?
Oh!
You busted your keychain again?
This one, actually, I believe I stepped on. Because I stepped on my pocket by accident or something, and I was like, fuck, I hope that wasn't
You've replaced so many keychains.
My earbuds, right? I might as well, but, and then I looked and I was like, I started laughing.
How many colors are on that? I wonder if I can just 3D print them.
A lot.
I mean, I can do up to 12 colors now.
Might be close.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, as I say, yeah, we'll count them out off air. So, but again, Real quick, if you like what you're hearing, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate all the stuff. If you have any questions, we want to hit those episodes this year. We don't mind filling in with some things that we can keep coming up with. This year, we're going to be talking about how to create a book because I'm hoping that I have the knowledge of that, right? Also, if you want to get in on the competition, email David again, bucksandbrewsllc@gmail.com.
That's correct.
And, we'd love to have you in there and hopefully you can beat my ass.
So thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you into the new year. I hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday.
You've dialed in.
To Box and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these stuff.
Cause they know the
And
brews.
they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Bucks and brews.